We are about to make history. Everyone here tonight will join Halo fans all over the world to make the launch of Halo 3 the biggest day in entertainment history. I want to thank all of the people who are standing outside of the store tonight. We're going to be the first Halo fans in the world to experience the end of Master Chief's legendary fight. It all starts tonight. Thank you for your unbelievable support, and I hope everybody has a great time playing Halo 3. Thanks very much.
Can I get your name?
Shane Kim.
And you are?
I'm the head of Microsoft Game Studios.
Wow, that's incredible. So, can you just tell us real quick, why is Halo so much more of a cultural phenomenon than any other video game in the world?
I don't know, so many people care. Halo Nation is huge. The combination of all the elements, great gameplay, great story, great characters, I mean, things that people really care about. And that's, it's not just an ordinary game, but it's really a piece of entertainment art.
They let me pick. Did I ever tell you that? Choose whichever Spartan I wanted. You know me. I did my research, watched as you became the soldier we needed you to be. Like the others, you were strong and swift and brave. A natural leader. But you had something they didn't. Something no one saw but me. Can you guess? Luck. Was I wrong?
Yo guys, what's going on? This is Jason coming back with another review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the legendary Halo 3 that came out back in 2006 for the Xbox 360. Now this game has came out for PC, and of course there's been a remastered version of it, or should I say a HD collection of the MC collection. But anyways, that's beside the point. Halo 3, man, is such a legendary title for the Xbox 360. I remember at this time being in high school. I was I think a sophomore when the game came out. And I just remember, man, going to my friend's house, playing the hell out of multiplayer, Slayer, Hardball, Infection, New Zombie, and King of the Hill. And I loved every moment of it, especially when you came down to teabagging, noobs, and this kind of just talking shit, man. The good old days of Halo, when Halo was, not what it was today. One thing I want to mention is the campaign is another great thing I like. I love the campaign. Halo 3 has such an awesome campaign. It's so satisfying. But, let me share a little history about this game and what was going on during this time. At the time, I used to work at a place called, two places at the mall called Plane Trade and FYE. I don't know if you guys are familiar with any of those places, but I know people my age would know what I'm talking about. I remember doing a midnight release for Halo 3 at FYE. We were selling the helmet, dog tags, t-shirts, all that cool stuff. I actually still have my Halo 3 dog tag. I still have the Reclaimer dog tag from Halo 3, man. And I still have the we call it the Halo Halloween helmet that FYE used to sell back in the day. So with all that said and done, Halo 3 had a huge impact on on a lot of us guys who grew up during the early 2000s, who were still in high school and all that good stuff. And of course that Halo 3 was actually the Xbox 360's kickoff. So anyways, with that said and done, with all that good stuff and nostalgia, let's talk about the game Halo 3 kicks off from Halo 2. You crash land into Africa. Of course, not before Cortana makes a grand speech about how she chose you and the fact that you were the best Spartan out of all of them. So it makes you feel a bit special. But you wake up, you pretty much crash landed in Africa and you're out cold, and the Marines are trying to figure out what's going to happen. And of course, the audience, well, not the audience, but the Marines think you're dead, and you're just, pretty much pulling their leg. You're just, I would say Master Chief being the troll and pretending to be out cold. But this time, you ain't gonna have just Marines on your side. You're gonna have you're gonna have the Arbiter who's gonna be helping you. Of course, the Arbiter has put aside his differences against the Chief to aid humanity against the Covenant, so they can stop preventing them firing all the Halos on the Ark. So that's what this game is pretty much kicking off with, is that the idea is that you crash land on Earth, but the goal is to stop the Cubbies from activating all the Halos on the Ark. Okay, but the thing is that the Cubbies are looking for a star map. I don't know, I suppose a star road system that's actually located on Earth, and of course, that's how you get to the Ark. Of course, you come into big problems like the Flood. The Flood do come to Earth and pretty much start infecting everyone they can. And what's crazy about the Flood in this game is you can actually see them morph the humans and of course the aliens into it. So practically, if there's a dead body in the ground, the Flood can just hijack that body and of course, find a new body to possess. Now keep in mind, unlike Halo 2 and 1, the Flood in this game are really easy to kill. All you need is you can use an assault rifle and put enough bullets into them, they'll fall apart just like the shotgun. The Flood in this game they're not that powerful. They're not as the biggest threat in this game. The big threat in this game, if you're playing on Legendary, is practically funny enough, it's actually the Grunts. Because the Grunts have these Needlers, man. They have the Needlers that actually, tend to be a bit annoying. Sadly, it's funny that it's the Grunts who are kind of the annoying ones, not the Brutes. The Brutes can be annoying, but like I said, a lot of the Brutes don't have powerful shields and they don't dodge as fast like the Elites. So practically, it's kind of a gimme. And of course, the Flood, they're easy to take down because practically, we put maybe a shotgun or enough shots into them to start falling apart. So overall, with all that said and done, the Halo campaign is focusing on stopping the Cubbies from activating Halo. Of course, not just one Halo, but all the Halo rings on the Ark. And of course, this is also the game that really ends the Covenant to an extent. They end the Cubbies by killing the Prophet of Truth. And of course, all the prophets in the previous game have been killed, keep in mind. So, only prophet left is the Prophet of Truth. And of course, you have the Gravemind that you gotta fight. Of course, the Gravemind does portray it does portray Chief and Arbiter by trying to infect them, and that doesn't really work. So yeah, Halo 3, dude, is just an epic campaign. It's practically, just the same as the first two Halo games. The only difference is that, it's coming to the end of the war, and I guess you can say that there's one last effort to try to activate the Halo rings again, but fails. And of course, you have Spark, the Monitor, who aids you but also betrays you in the end. And of course, you lose heroic characters like Miranda Keyes, and also, of course, our beloved Johnson. We lose him. Avion Johnson, the badass Marine who likes to talk a lot of shit, and who just pretty much has all the right words, all at the right time to say. He dies at the end. I think he actually gets. I think there's a way that he does get infected by the Flood, but I could be wrong about that because I actually heard that he can be infected by the Flood. I don't know if that's true or not, or that's just some mod. But I'm just gonna assume he doesn't because I like the character. But practically, when it comes to Halo 3, Halo 3 isn't that hard of a campaign. I think it's a lot more forgiving when it comes down to like the legendary campaign. You know, it's not as hard as Halo 2. It's practically a breeze, and there are things you can unlock like skulls where you can play in the campaign and unlock new armor like the Hayabusa armor or you know the other armors. And of course, multiplayer. Let's get to the meats and potatoes, because the multiplayer is really, I think, where a lot of us, you know, where Halo 3 really stands high at. And of course, Halo 3, you know, with the multiplayer, dude, is probably the best when it comes to the multiplayer. Completely. When I think universally, when you ask everybody, what's the best Halo multiplayer of all time, and everyone's always going to point at 3. Halo 3 is the best multiplayer, and I would 100% agree with that. Now, if you ask me my personal opinion, I would probably say Reach, but that's just a biased opinion. But Halo 3 is definitely the best universally when it comes to multiplayer. And I used to put hours and hours and hours into just, you know, playing online with friends. Like, you know, we would, you know, form teams, form clans. We would, you know, do a bunch of montages. That's another thing that was very big in back in the Halo days, is montages. And of course, you had we call it Forge. Forge was a new thing they added that was really cool, that actually did help you on your montage. And the fact that, you know, yeah, everything, they had a theater where you can upload your gameplay onto YouTube. And keep in mind, this was the earlier days of YouTube, and of course you had Machinima, Phil Day One. The list goes on. Okay, the multiplayer, Halo 3 was the first game to introduce a lot of cool features that really gave players innovation to kind of mess around with the Halo game. Other than that, guys, this game is legendary, man. Like, everyone who's talked about Halo 3 has memories. My memories really lie in what was going on during that time, with just, you know, going to a friend's house, having a Friday night pizza party with, you know, some soda and some Papa John's, and of course us playing Halo on a big TV, and just, you know, playing some Slayer, Infection, and of course the campaign. And of course we would try to test each other to get better at certain weapons. Now, I think the last thing I will mention is the memories really lie with Halo. Like I said, when I used to work at FYE and Plane Trade, because I used to work at those places back in high school, and I just remember how big it was, how many people came in wanting to, you know, basically excited for Halo, waiting to receive their copy of Halo 3. And of course, I was there during opening day. I was actually there for the midnight release. I was also part of the midnight release for Halo Reach. So it was really exciting, man. I have a bunch of memories. I still have my dog tag that I got from FYE when I was working there, of the Reclaimer Halo 3 dog tag. And of course, I have this jacket still. That's a Halo 3 jacket that was made by Echo. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm giving this game a 5 out of 5. You know, this game practically does everything right in Halo 3 compared to Halo 2. Halo 2 had a few problems with the legendary campaign, and Halo 1 honestly is just a gimme. So when you look at Halo 3 is the pinnacle. If you ask people, the pinnacle of gaming, you know, and that's really what people really are fond memories of Halo 3. Now, anyways, all that said and done, I'm gonna stop right here. And anyways, guys, just stay tuned for my next video, and please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you until next time.